Lagos, a city built on movement, on ambition, on endless pursuit. But for 1 month, something changes. This is not just another story about Lagos. This is Ramadan on Lagos Island. A month of mercy, a month of discipline, a month where over 1 billion Muslims across the world pause, reflect, and return to Allah. And here in the heart of Nigeria, we set out to witness it ourselves, to understand just one thing. What does Ramadan truly feels like on Lagos Island? Before the fast begins, there's a moment many people will never see. It is called Sahur. Sahur is a pre-dawn meal Muslims eat before the fast begins. It is not just food, it is a blessing. And on Lagos Island, Sahur has its own unique sound. Young boys walk through narrow streets, beating drums, plastic containers, even tin cans. Their mission is very simple: to wake the community. Inside homes, lights come alive. The home begins to breathe. They stand together in prayer, they pray, they remember Allah. They whisper supplication into the quiet of the night. Then the kitchen comes alive. Outside, some vendors are already cooking. Some never sleep during Ramadan. Ramadan on Lagos Island isn't just about fasting, it's about service. And in that quiet moment, Lagos Island feels different. Then suddenly, the call to prayer rises into the early morning sky. The fast begins. From this moment until sunset, no food, no water. We walk with men heading to the mosques, young, old, side by side. And as the sun slowly rises, Lagos Island wakes up, already in worship. On Lagos Island, the hustle is real. But during Ramadan, something changes. Ramadan does not stop life here, it transforms it. Shops open, markets filled, but something is different. We were in Balogun Market in the early hours of the day. Our shops were just opening and the day was just beginning. There we met a Muslim Yoruba woman setting up a shop. We spoke to her, we asked her what Ramadan means to her and how she balances the fast with the daily hustle.
Sọlú alánàbí kẹrin adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run fún oṣù Ramadan táwa because Ọlọ́run gbàdúrà wa Mùsùlùmí àsìkò táwa yìí ìyanu ṣẹlẹ̀ torí before kí Ramadan tó dé gbogbo kan ló ṣẹlẹ̀ but tí Ramadan bá ti wọlé bá àánú máa ń dìde àánú dẹ̀ dìde oníkálukú wo jẹjẹ à ń jí sáàrì à ń yanná fìlà a dẹ̀ ń wá síbi ọjọ́ wa Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ń ṣe ìyanu à ń tà Ọlọ́run ṣe ìyanu àwọn oúnjẹ kò sí pé kò sóúnjẹ kò sáìsàn kò rẹwà bá ṣe ń jíta àyànná fìlà Ọlọ́run gbé wa dé ó ń ṣàánú wa a dẹ̀ tún jẹ ìṣínú wa láyé àtàláfíà a dẹ̀ tún máa káṣámù àkí gbogbo òun wa tó máa pé Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run dúró tiwa oṣù yóò ṣàánú ni oṣù kẹ́ni oṣù àlùbáríkà ni torí ẹ̀ mùsùlùmí ìsìláàmù ẹ̀sìn àláfíà ni ẹ̀sìn olóríire sí ẹ̀sìn àánú ni tó tí Ramadan bá ti mọ̀ báyìí àánú máa ń dìde gbogbo kan máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni lọ́la fatia ọlá bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
We stepped into an Islamic secondary school where students start their day with the reading of the Holy Quran. Reminding themselves of the words of Allah. And after reading the Quran, they move into their Western education, likes of mathematics, English, and science. As we continued our journey, we came across another Islamic secondary school on Lagos Island. We visited them too. Students were in the laboratory doing different practicals. They welcomed us warmly. We met their principal and asked them a few questions about Ramadan.
Mr. Adebayo Sulaiman Babatunde, the principal of Noble Mind College, Lagos Island. The advice I can give to them is we have to utilize our peak period because in the holy months, even as adults, we have a particular time around that 2, 3, 4 will be very weak to do some things. So my advice is, in the early period of the day, at least they should be able to achieve something meaningful. Anybody that wants to read, anybody that wants to like solve something, it should be in the morning, so that when it is in the afternoon, at least we just have to reserve the little energy we have till the time we break the fast. So that's my advice for the students.
After that, we visited an Hafiz Madrasa, a school mainly for Quran memorization on Lagos Island. Young kids, both boys and girls, their voices fill the air with Quran. Children reciting line after line, even in fasting, they continued. Because here, faith is not separated from life. It is lived inside it. By midday, the sun is strong. The markets are loud. The streets are busy again. But when the call to prayer for Suhoor is heard, everything changes. Shops begin to close, traders cover their goods, workers step away from the post. Men walk towards the mosques. Inside the mosques, rows are formed, shoulder to shoulder. In prayer, there are no status. Everyone stands equally before Allah. On Lagos Island, it is very common during the month of Ramadan to see people resting inside the mosques. Some lie down for a short nap, saving energy, waiting for the next salat. The mosques become more than a prayer space. In our movement, we met the Mufassir of Lagos Central Mosque. We had a quick conversation with him, asking him from his perspective, what does Ramadan looks like on Lagos Island, and what is the deeper meaning behind it?
In this part of the world, in fact, I am so lucky because I grew up on the island. It was this environment that actually taught us how to fast. We were not just fasting, but we were enjoying it. How did we enjoy it? During that month, there's what is called Ajiwe Ajisari. You see some people chanting and beating, what do they call it? Milk tins. You know, this pangolo, they will be drumming Ajisari, Sari Tifeto, you know, things like that. During those days, it makes Ramadan so enticing and so lovely, so interesting. As a matter of fact, we after the first Tarawih, there's this announcement. Nafila Oreni, Yaka Mary, Salama Meji, Fatiha Kon, you know, this the particular night vigil that we have to engage in for that particular night. That is 2 rakat and 4 rakats, for instance. When you are praying 4 rakat, definitely the Salama within that 4 rakat will be 2. Then you are expected to recite Surah Al-Fatiha on each of the rakats and a particular chapter of the book. That was how we got to learn about Qiyamul Layl, where Allah says, that is, stand up during the midnight. So we learned those things with fun. So we were not competing within ourselves, as small, as young as we were. Apart from the songs of those ones that we say, time Tito, it's time for you to wake up and make your own nafila, engage yourself with Sahur, that is the meal that we take at dawn, things like that. Then we will engage in sporting events as well, playing ball on the street. We will play, we will sweat. By the time we get to the Sahur, we will go and eat Sahur as a group of people. You compete in eating. You go to, we call some people Iyaki soon there, that these mothers that are not even sleeping. During that month, if you want to eat rice, very hot one, by 3 a.m. in the morning, it is there for you on the island. Apart from those who will be making entertainment, singing, these Fuji songs, singing Fuji competition, singing, everywhere will be booming, go there. And part of, in those days, part of the fun we used to catch then, our fathers, Islamic clerics of yesteryears, of blessed memory, people like Sheikh Kamaluddin Al-Hadabi, we would trek from our own area, Lafiaji area, we would trek to the Adialaja Isaribu area to go and listen to their lectures from around 9 p.m. in the night till around 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Coming from that lecture, we will branch at another lecture again of other Islamic cleric From there, coming there, we branch at Yaki so place. People who sell bread and ewa. For instance, beans and bread, beans and yam. We get to, even at times we may not even go home to go and eat our sahur. Before we get home, we are already full for sahur. That's how we would move around as group of young children. We will be competing within ourselves. This year I want to make sure I complete all the fast. Our parents will say, no, you are too young to fast for 30 days. When you are fasted for 12 days, it's okay for you. That was what we were taught. If you see your friend fasting from morning till 12 o'clock in the afternoon, because we were encouraged by our parents, they say, no, me, I can't stop. I can't break my fast by 12. I will break my own by 2. You want to compete? If you break your own by 2, I will break my own by 4 p.m. You see another competitor say, okay, if you can break your own by 4 p.m., I will take my own till the right time that every other person will break their fast. That was when we were taught how to fast. So that was how we grew up. Fasting now became part and parcel of us. That even as young children, you dare not miss, as young as 12 year old, complete our fasting. Because by the time it gets to the following year, they'll be asking you, last year, how many fasts did you observe? Me, I observed 20. Me, I observed 24. So you want to be noted for the next one that, last one, so a person. He completed his own fasting. That was how we started. We play football, we engage in table tennis competition during that month of Ramadan. Because this is the only month that we keep vigil. The whole of the city will be booming. There will be no case of robbery. There will be no case of vandalism. There will be no case of intercommunal fighting. Even the hooligans, that we call hooligans, you see most of them engaging in fasting as well. We call them Abodunde. Before the commencement of particular fasting, you see them going to the Mashalashi Jimo area, the Central Mosque area. You go and buy car, new one. They buy TSV, they buy white Jalamiya because they want to be part of the fasting as well. That was how we grew up. So it became a special feast in the land.
As the day stretches on, the fast becomes real. Dry throat, low energy, but stronger faith. The time for Salatul Asri arrives. Again, rules are formed, Lagos Island pauses. After Asri prayer, something special begins. Ramadan lectures. This is called Tafsir, the explanation of the Quran. Across Lagos Island, in many mosques, at the same time, scholars sit before the community. Children sit beside elders. Workers sit beside students. Everyone listens. Scholars remind them about patience, about charity, about speaking good words, because Ramadan is not only about hunger, it trains the soul. These lessons echo across Lagos Island. Different mosques, different teachers, one message. As sunset approaches, Lagos Island begins to slow down. The long day is almost over. People quietly plan what they will break their fast with. Almost every mosque on Lagos Island runs a feeding initiative program during Ramadan. A Feed a Soul program. Muslims feeding Muslims. No one is left out. There is excitement but also patience. Everyone waits for the exact moment. Then, the Adhan for Maghrib is called. Hands reach for dates. Water touches dry lips. Relief, gratitude, smiles. Strangers sit side by side. Some break their fast inside the mosques. Some eat quickly and head home. Some sit on the roadside benches. Some break their fast in traffic. Because the struggle on Lagos Island is real. After Maghrib prayer, people rest briefly. Conversation begins. They await the Adhan for Isha, the final obligatory prayer of the day. After Isha prayer, most cities slow down. But on Lagos Island, during the month of Ramadan, the night is just beginning. People remain seated inside the mosques. The Hafiz prepares to lead. Then comes the Tarawih, a special night prayer performed only in the month of Ramadan, longer than the usual prayer. Each night, portions of the Quran are recited until it is completed. The Hafiz begins to recite. His voice fills the mosques. versus echo. Some understand, others feel it, but everybody connects. Ramadan gives Lagos Island a second heartbeat. After Tarawih, the night does not end. Across Lagos Island, people gather again, not for Ozu, but for knowledge. Ramadan night lectures begin. Scholar teaching, people listening. The noise of the city softens. And even after that, Lagos Island does not sleep. Night markets will open, vendors cook, food is prepared for Sahur. We saw boys and men playing street football on narrow streets, organizing matches with the community watching. Lagos Island truly never sleeps during Ramadan. Faith fills the mosques, life fills the streets. As Ramadan enters its final 10 nights, something changes. The atmosphere becomes heavier, more intense, more emotional. Mosques are full, overflowing. Prayer will stretch into streets, people standing under the open sky. These nights hold Laylatul Qadr, the night of majesty, a night better than 1,000 months. People increase their worship. Tahajjud prayer begins deep into the night. Crowds grow even larger. We saw people standing in silence, hands raised, tears falling. Whispers of dua filling the air, men, women, young, old, all asking for forgiveness, for mercy, for provision. A day before Eid feels different. Around Lagos Central Mosque, the energy rises. Markets are alive, shops remain open late. Families move through crowded streets. Abayas, cap, perfumes, shoes. For us as Muslims, Eid is like a festival because it is. And then Ramadan ends and Lagos transforms again. Tekbir fills the sky. Thousands gather, family laying prayer mats, waiting for the Imam. Then the prayer begins. Rows stretch wide, one community. After the prayers, smiles, hug, laughter, Eid Mubarak. Pictures are taken, memories are made. As the day settles, Lagos returns to its rhythm. But something remains. The patience, the discipline, the prayer. Ramadan will be missed, but Islam does not live with Ramadan. On Lagos Island, faith is not seasonal. It is daily. It is lived in the market, in classrooms, in mosques, in homes, in struggles, in smiles. On Lagos Island, Islam lives here.